So much of the attention since you've been here, Mr. Mandela, has been on the question of nationalization, which you've given quite extensive response to. But there are some other aspects of the whole question of redistribution of wealth that I think Mike Clough wants to pursue.
Yes, Mr. Mandela. For most of the last century, black South Africans have been prohibited from owning land in 87% of the country. And the question of redistributing land is obviously going to be at the top of your agenda. Zimbabwe, a country to the north, is now 10 years past independence and is still having difficulties dealing with this question. Do you have any models in mind as to how to deal with the land question after the end of apartheid? And what will be your position on this question?
We don't work on the basis of models. We work on the basis of the needs of our people and our country. Secondly, we don't think that is a question that is going to be settled overnight. It's a matter which will receive a proper attention, the views of experts on the matter, but what we are determined to do is to redress that imbalance. How long it will take will depend on the conditions existing at the time when we address the question.
I just want to turn briefly now to the whole area of negotiations. Part of the problem you are faced with now is getting the South African government to meet all of the preconditions that have been laid out for the beginning of negotiations, but there are other problems that complicate the climate. Earl Caldwell, you wanted to address one.
Yes, Mr. Mandela, yesterday you mentioned, and quite surprisingly, that the ANC was involved in talks with some of the right-wing conservative groups in South Africa. I would like to know if you were personally involved in those talks, and what were some of those groups, and what was it that motivated you to, or necessitated these to take place?
This is not a question of personalities. The question